Coming to the side of me, eventually when he gets his boot on, we've got David, the Great Light. Oh. Coming to the side of me once he gets his boot on, we've got David, the Great White Light. Now, as you may know, he's number 5 in WBO. He holds a New Zealand title, a WBO Oriental Cruiserweight title. But what the hell has happened to your boot?
I was just training with the fellas, getting super competitive, doing the sprints, and the Achilles blew out. So, yeah, getting old, man.
What sort of running are you doing?
Shuttle sprints on concrete, not smart.
Oh. Okay, the real question is how many beers were there?
Nah, I don't do that.
Yeah, so as you can see, he's really good to fight. He's fight ready, but he's prepared. He could go in next week,
I only wear it for training, just at the moment, just so I don't, push it too hard and blow it out again.
How do you actually train in that?
Just like this.
Just very stationary, very stationary.
Yeah, I'm not moving around a lot.
Yeah.
I'll still take these guys on.
The new nickname is David, the Great Stumble Light.
We'll move on.
So, it's been a while since you've been in the ring. Your last fight was against Mosi Umatangi, who now is living in Australia, which is a good move to him. He's actually putting all his time into getting back into the ring and new gym, new management and all that jazz. But it's been a while since you've been in the ring because he's now over. Yeah. Are you hungry?
Yeah, I mean, we were supposed to fight. I was training my ass off all year. I was going real hard, but then this happened. I was supposed to be fighting on the last Tim Tszyu card, but obviously that couldn't happen because of this. So, yeah, man, I just want to get back in as soon as possible. But, I'm nearly there. Just checking up with a specialist next week. I'm on a rapid recovery plan so I can get right back in the ring. So it's only been 8 weeks, and I've been taking the boot off, walking around, scars healing really well, everything's mending really well, so I'll be back soon.
Did you have to have surgery?
Yeah, I had surgery, yeah.
Damn, that's some serious surgery.
It's how Achilles are, you have to reattach it, otherwise it grows back long, so that's what we did.
So what do you do to keep yourself active and fit while being stationary?
Well, I barely missed a day in the gym, and you guys will probably see in a second, I'm still hitting pads. And I can take the boot off and do exercise stuff, still hitting bags, pads, and there's just not running, so that's it. Yeah.
All the upper body work, less of the lower leg work.
Yeah, and I don't know, I can see it as at this gym we teach holding the middle of the ring, so it hasn't changed a lot really.
Well, at least we know...
I'm not a dancer, I'm a fighter, so...
At least we know that you're not going to become a kickboxer anytime soon, so...
No, well that was never going to plan anyway, so... Nah, it's not a big deal really.
So you've actually grown to the world rankings quite a bit. You're now 5th on the WBO since the current champion became world champion. You're now one of the highest ranked New Zealanders at the moment. How does that feel for you reaching to that peak? Well, it's not the peak, but at that level now.
I guess it feels good, but I mean, it's just...
Another day. It's
just transitory, the aim is to win a world title, and if that doesn't happen, then I don't care how high I got, it's getting to the end. So that's what I'm about.
So obviously you've got backup plans and plans for the next coming years. What is your goal right now? Obviously to be world champion, but do you got any heads or names that you want to aim for over this year?
Man, I just feel ready. I feel like I know everyone who's at that level now. I would have a good plan prior to them. I'd have a good camp, whatever I have to do. And just anyone who can get me that title shot. Sislak or Okolie or whoever.
Just anyone.
Yeah.
So, is there any particular place in the world that you want to actually compete at? Because obviously, you being a world athlete, a world professional athlete, there are places that you'd probably love to compete at. Any particular
Place? Well, it's nothing beats a home crowd, and it'd be awesome to win a title or defend a title back here in New Zealand. But if I have to go to Poland or whatever, I love the history of that country, and there's quite a few Poles that are at the top level in cruiserweight. So yeah, over there or wherever, fuck it, I don't care. Sorry.
Yeah, that's all right.
Staring at this place there.
Yeah, I mean,
Terrible on TV, every single one of us. Last time I saw the Russian, how much he swore on national TV, I was like, I'm not doing that again, and I just did it. I'm sorry, guys. I am. I'm really sorry.
So, watch your language. I'll fuck you up.
Yeah. That was the greatest quote, man. That guy knows how to publicize himself, eh? Tell someone to watch their language and tell them because I'll F you up. Everyone's talking about it, man.
Oh, that sent some waves over in Australia. I was just like thinking about that question. It's like, where would you like to fight and over across the world? But we've followed your professional career for such a long time. We almost forget the major accomplishments that you've done in your amateur career as well. I mean, like, you've got your Commonwealth silver medalist at the Commonwealth Games. You've gone everywhere around the world already.
Yeah, that's I just see all that as experience and for the real thing, which I'm doing now. And it's all in the past, we're talking Commonwealth Games 7 years ago.
Yeah.
Eventually, you got to let it go.
It's not that we're letting it go. It's just like because you've got such great accomplishments now, you almost forget about those past accomplishments.
Nah, I'm proud of them and they're part of who I am, but we all want to remember our successes and forget our hidings and losses. But nah, it's been a journey, I guess.
Yeah. So right now you're on the supportive role. Well, obviously you're still training, but right now while you're healing up, you're the supportive role for all the upcomers. We've got where's Jerome? I don't even know where Jerome is. Oh, sorry, I don't recognise him with his. Oh, that was a good shot actually. Look at that shot from Jerome. Yeah, I didn't recognise him with his headgear. We've got Jess in the ring. We've also got Mia Motu. What do you do to help them out, and how does that help you as well?
Oh, it's just, I got like 15, 16 years of experience now. I don't boxing is like, everyone has their own kind of personality that they develop. They develop their own style. Every style seems to be at least in part unique. But any strategic thing that I can see them doing in any way I can help them out, I love to point it out. And I'm always going to be involved in boxing because I'm always going to want to be doing something like that. So, yeah, but I mean, there's a massive thing of pride that we all have around here, and everyone's real close. Everyone comes to each other's fights, amateur or pro. I mean, even when I fought in Christchurch, most of the gym came down. So I think that's really important. They say this is the lonely man's sport, but you can't do it without a group of people around who are pushing each other and training and that kind of thing. And we just got the most awesome team of dedicated people. So yeah, I'm real lucky.
One of the things that I have to mention is how mentally strong you are, because around outside the ring you're always smiling. Before the fight you're smiling. After the fight you're smiling. So as that bell rings you got your serious face. But we never see you pissed off at all. Even trash. There's no trash talking. What pisses you off? What gives you that inspiration to even do a little bit of trash talking against someone?
Woke liberals. Nah. No matter what happens to me in boxing, it's sort of whatever. And I see all those guys, and they all they all have the exact same personality, Hey, mate. And they're all do this. It's the same trash talk, and it's the same crap that you've heard for 50 years. And it's like, how is everyone molded into the same person, but they're trying to project that they're confident? To me, that shows a lack of confidence when you try and become like every other person out there in the sport. I understand the whole part of like having to sell fights, and I need to get better at that. And like, you need to talk crap to get the public interested, so that you get paid, because we are entertainers. So I understand all that, but I'm not by nature a very angry guy. But when the bell goes,
Seriously.
it's an excuse to pull out my inner demons, so I love that part of it.
About woke liberals. So he will punch he will imagine that as he fought Mark Flanagan, he saw him as a woke liberal.
I saw him as Benji Watt.
Well then. Going on from that conversation, now in the past we had this person, Isaac Savage, who said just the name of Robert Berridge and you may be fighting. Obviously that would never happen, and we're not going to say that name. But you do have names that you do want to fight, and you've called out that person before. So what I'm going to do is, whoever you want to call out, whoever world champion you want to call out, I'm going to get you to take this microphone, call down to the camera, and say who you want to fight whenever, and just say it.
All
what
right.
are you going to do to them?
I hope we're talking about the same person, but Lawrence Okolie or Michael Cieslak. Michael?
Yeah.
Michael Cieslak. I want to fight you guys, but only if you got like a world title. But even if you don't, let's just make it happen. Come on, guys. Was that tough?
The beanie kind of looks like you're like a stoner a little bit.
No, but I'm serious. You guys want to fight? Let's do it.
So I want to fight you, kind of. I mean, if you're busy, if you're on a day off, let's get some tacos. So, all right. Still, you've had an amazing career. I want to congratulate you of what you've done so far, and I know you're going to do amazing things overseas and back here in New Zealand. So,
Cheers.